Hey student, watch this video and understand why you need English grammar to become a fluent English speaker. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to subscribe because from Monday to Friday, I have many different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. And if you are already subscribed, that is awesome. Make sure to hit the like button. Now guys, today we are going to talk about grammar and why you need grammar to achieve English fluency. If you don't know me very well, there's something you gotta know. I believe that to become a fluent English speaker, you need to combine all the English skills. Now that being said, today I want to explain to you why you need grammar to achieve English fluency. But I'm also going to show you two very important things. What happens if you study grammar the right way? And what happens if you study grammar the wrong way? Now, I believe that many English learners who watch my channel, who participate here in the chat, who share this lesson, who post comments, are students who study alone. Many of you could be studying alone, on the journey to fluency alone. So it is difficult to know what to do, what to study, when not to study. That's why in this video I want to explain the importance of studying grammar. But there are some points that we need to take into consideration, okay? Now, as I said in the previous slide, there's the wrong way, and there's the right way. So different things happen when you approach grammar differently, and that's what I want to talk about in this lesson. And first and foremost, we have the old school. Studying grammar to achieve English fluency is not old school, okay? Now, many times we may think, oh no, but that's what teachers did in the past. Today, I don't need grammar anymore. I've got to do something different. No, okay? The problem is the way you are studying grammar. That might be old school. So grammar is not out of style. Studying grammar is not old school, but it's the way you study grammar that could be old school, that could be out of style. And when I say old school here, I don't mean it in a good way. It's old, we've got to change, okay? But grammar is good. It all comes down to the way you study it, okay? Now, what is the old school way? Well, the old school way is the wrong one. But what exactly is the old school way to study English grammar? First of all, spend too much time doing grammar exercises, doing those exercise drills and studying the lesson and then answering the questions. That is old school. You don't need to do that anymore, okay? There are more efficient ways to help you understand the grammar point and get better, achieve the results you want. Another thing that is old school and not so helpful anymore is to buy a grammar book, which I'm not against. I have a grammar book over there, I think. It should be there. But you follow the sequence. Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3, Lesson 4, and usually these books have like 100 lessons, okay? So this is old school. That's not how you should be studying grammar, like Lesson 1, and then you buy a grammar book that has 100 lessons, and that's basically how you study English. That is not okay. And finally, focusing too much on the mistake and on the rules that you have to memorize, and ignore the conversation progress. I believe that there is a problem with most methods in the market today. They teach you grammar, but they don't teach you conversations. And that is my concern with the old school style. You can still buy books. As I told you guys, I have a grammar book. But following the sequence, Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3, Lesson 4, and ignoring conversation subjects will not help you achieve English fluency. So if you want to become a fluent English speaker, we've got to change that aspect of your practice, okay? Now, going back here to the explanation. Now, the old school, the 3 points, and these are some points, okay, guys? There may be more things I would like to talk about, but today, to make this video short, I'm going to focus on these 3 ones, okay? It will slow you down because it's not going to give you a purpose, okay? As I wrote here on this slide, you are not connecting your practice with a real purpose, with an important why. You're not learning conversations. You're only learning rules, and you are repeating phrases, just completing the chart and repeating phrases, following the exercise pattern from the book, and you are not implementing that grammar into a conversation subject, something connected with your life, connected with something you enjoy, with something that is important to you. What is your why? Why are you learning the subject you are learning right now? And these are important questions that you need to start asking yourself. That's why the old school is going to slow you down, because you're going to spend way too much time answering questions, reading explanations, reading rules, answering strange book questions, completing strange book phrases. But at the end of the day, they are not connected with your life. They are not connected with things you can talk about. And that's the goal if you want to become a fluent English speaker, okay? Now, if you're enjoying this lesson, make sure to support the channel by hitting the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because from Monday to Friday, I've got really nice lessons for you. Now, so why is grammar gonna help me? Well, guys, big if you study grammar the right way, in a more productive way, you should become a thinker, an independent English speaker. Because if you simply focus on the grammar lessons and the rules and the explanations and answer the questions from the books, you are going to become a parrot. Let me click on the slide here to show you again. Well, a parrot's that bird that repeats short phrases, some words. Sugar, sugar. Priscilla, study English. That's a parrot. I'm not doing a very good job, but a parrot usually repeats some short sentences, some words, and basically those books will make you go in that direction, because you learn a phrase here, you learn a phrase there, but you are just memorizing that, okay? Strange phrases that you catch while you are doing those exercises, okay? You are not learning to think for yourself, because you study the explanation, okay, that's important. But then after you do that, you just go into that strange repetition mode where you are completely disconnected with important subjects to describe your life. You don't have that practice, okay? Now, if you change the way you study grammar and stop doing this kind of practices that don't require much thinking, you just repeat like a parrot, you just repeat the patterns. If you stop doing that, grammar can really help you, because after you study a grammar point, you will start developing your critical thinking and analyzing, how can I use this in my life? How can I tell a story about something that happened to me and use this grammar point? That will require you to analyze the lesson you are studying. That will be a little bit difficult at first, but as you keep going, you are gonna get better. You are gonna achieve the results you want faster, okay? And as I always like to tell my students, my baby sardines in my online English program, the Real English Academy, fluent speakers achieve English fluency when they finally connect English with their lives, okay? So studying grammar efficiently will allow you to communicate. Not perfectly, because that's not what I feel fluency is. Fluency is communication, not perfection, okay? That's not the goal of studying grammar, because we're never gonna memorize everything. but with the right repetition process, because you will need to repeat, but repeat analyzing the concepts, studying the explanations. And as soon as you finish studying explanations, reading those explanations or watching explanations, you gotta implement the information you have watched, you have received into your life. You have to connect. Describe something important to you. Describe something interesting to you. Talk about a story. Talk about a past experience. Talk about a plan. Talk about a goal. Talk about an interest. That's how you are going to achieve the results you want and become a fluent English speaker by studying grammar, because grammar is an important English skill, okay? Now, guys, can you achieve English fluency without any grammar? Well, I believe that it's the same as asking if you can run a marathon without practicing it, okay? Is it possible? Yes, I can grab my shoes and go. Start running 42 kilometers. However, guys, that is going to take me way too much time, more time than it should, and I may hurt myself, hurt my knee or my feet. I may get injured, and I will feel angry and frustrated during the process, during the 42 kilometers, okay? So without the practicing time, without dedicating myself, running the marathon will be too difficult, will take me more time. I will get more and more frustrated. That's why I feel that it's the same thing with English. You can achieve English results without studying any grammar, but it's going to take you more time. You are going to, let's get back to the parrot, you're going to repeat a lot of things without making any sense. It won't be clear to you what you're really saying, okay? And it is just going to be more time consuming. You may get a little upset, you may get a little angry. So in my opinion, let's go back to the running thing. If you want to run a marathon, you've got to do the work. So if you want to achieve English fluency, you've got to include a little bit of grammar on a weekly basis. So every week you should be including a little bit of grammar, okay? Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Check out the descriptions of this video, subscribe to my email list, and every week I'll be sending you notifications and other cool things that I only send to the people who are here, exclusive with me. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye-bye!